This is Chapter 6, Part 3, working problem number 12. The order is for a 0.5, half a milligram, and we're supposed to read the label and calculate how many capsules should be given. Although there are two strings on the label using micrograms and milligrams, they want us to calculate using the microgram strength. Okay, so I want to change eventually 0.5 milligrams into tablets, right? Capsules, sorry. Now I'm just going to look at here, and we are told that for each capsule there are 125 micrograms. Okay, so that's the relationship I got off of this. So the first thing I'm going to do, since they gave us, they want us to use micrograms. If they didn't want us to use micrograms, you could have used the milligram equivalent. Okay, I'm going to use 0.5 milligrams. I want to convert this to micrograms first. For each 1 milligram, there are 1,000 micrograms. So the milligrams cancel out, and you get 0.5 times 100 will be 1,000, sorry, will be 500 micrograms. Okay, now I want to convert micrograms into capsules, and here's the relationship we have. So 500 micrograms times, there are 125 per capsule. The micrograms cancel out, and then we do 500 divided by 125 to get 4. So you should give 4 capsules. Okay, number 13. The order is for 1.8 grams by mouth once daily each morning. The drug is supplied as 600 milligram per caplet. How many caplets of this anti-inflammatory drug should be given to the patient? Okay, so I'm wanting to take 1.8 grams and convert it into caplets. But I've got grams, and this is given in milligrams. So I'm going to be taking 1.8 grams and having to convert it to milligrams. And then from milligrams, I can convert it into caplets. So 1.8 grams. For each gram, there are 1,000 milligrams. And your grams cancel out. And if you multiply that, you get 1,800 milligrams. Okay, now let's use this relationship. There's 600 milligrams per caplet. So I take 1,800 milligrams over 1. I'm trying to get rid of milligrams, so I'm going to put the 600 in the bottom. And that's for each 1 caplet. The milligrams cancel out. 1,800 divided by 600 is 3. So you should give 3 caplets. Okay. Number 14. The physician orders 0.6 grams. Read the label and determine the number of milliliters your patient would receive. So I want to convert 0.6 grams into milliliters. Let's look at the label. There are 80 milligrams per milliliter. Okay, so I got this 80, what did I say? 80 milligrams per milliliter. Okay, so that means, again, I'm going to have to go grams to milligrams, milligrams to milliliters. So 0.6 grams over 1 times, for each 1 gram, there are 1,000 milligrams, which means my grams cancel out here, and I get 600 milligrams. Okay, so now I take that 600 milligrams, put it over 1, and I'm going to use this to convert it to milliliters. I'm trying to get rid of milligrams, so I put the 80 in the bottom, over for each 1 milliliter. Okay, the milligrams cancel out. You get 600 over 80 milliliters. 600 divided by 80 is 7.5. So you should give 7.5 milliliters of this drug. Okay. Number 15. The order is for indomycin at 75 milligrams in 3 divided doses. So again, I'm going to be doing 3 divided doses. I'm going to figure out, I'm ahead of myself, sorry. I'm going to read the label and determine the number of teaspoons of this anti-inflammatory drug you should administer. Okay, so it looks like I've got a lot going on here. I've got 3 divided doses. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to figure out how many teaspoons I'm going to give a day, and then I'll split it into 3 divided doses, which means every 8 hours. Okay, so I want to convert 75 milligrams into teaspoons, lowercase t. If we look at the label, what we are given is that there are 25 milligrams per 5 milliliters. I'm just going to copy that over. There are 25 milligrams per 5 milliliters. Okay, so I'm going to have to, I can change milligrams into milliliters, and then I'm going to have to figure out how to convert milliliters into teaspoons. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's get into milliliters first. So 75 milligrams times, trying to get rid of milligrams, so I'm going to put it in the bottom, per 5 milliliters. Okay, the milligrams cancel out, and if I divide this by 25, I get a 1. Divide this by 25, I get a 3. So I end up with 3 times 5, which is 15 milliliters. Okay, now I copied all of our volume measurements onto one index card so I can show you the relationships quickly. I'm looking for some relationship that will get me from milliliters to teaspoons. Here's what we have. 5 milliliters is equivalent to 1 teaspoon. Well, roughly equivalent. This is what we use. Okay, so what we know is 5 milliliters is roughly equivalent to 1 teaspoon. So let's use this. 15 milliliters is what I'm trying to change into teaspoons. I want to get rid of milliliters, so I'm going to put the 5 milliliters in the bottom and make that equal to 1 teaspoon. Now this cancels. If I divide this by 5, I get a 1. Divide this by 5, I get a 3. So I say that's 3 teaspoons. 75 was how much we were supposed to give a day, and we're supposed to split it into 3 doses. So I'm supposed to give 3 teaspoons a day. If I split this by 3, I get 1 teaspoon every 8 hours. And that should be my answer.